I'm Xeno Damus. I'm here with
Q.
And on Skype,
we got Blood Axe.
with his mouth full there, chewing on something.
It's a fudge round. It's tasty.
Oh.
It's right, a double-decker fudge round.
Oh, okay.
All right.
A lot of fudge. All right, let's
Jeez.
let's get started with how about Batman? So, I mean, I'm sure Matt Reeves is happy that he is done
With Robert Pattinson.
from all the different articles about the horrors of filming this movie. The filming has wrapped up, so I'm sure there are a lot of people who were happy.
Imagine if one of the things you have to worry about on top of him not willing to work out and being a prima donna is that you keep catching him banging on the set.
Well,
Like, rumors.
all of it's rumors.
We're going there.
All of it's
There's supposed to be video of it.
what?
There's supposed to be video of Robert Pattinson shagging Catwoman on the Batmobile.
So when
allegedly.
is somebody going to deep fake, Bella's face onto it so they can finally get their Twilight fantasy?
And supposedly the actress is now pregnant, and so she's claiming it's his. It's a lot of drama. So yeah, I'm sure he's done. He's glad that filming is done. He can move on to something else.
Well, isn't she? She is Aquaman's stepdaughter. So.
So people that have wanted that Patterson Momoa action, apparently there's footage out there.
Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah. It's Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
this is Blood Axe is right. Zoe Kravitz, yeah.
And Lenny Kravitz had married the girl from Bill
Lisa
Cosby.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, Lisa Bonet, who then married Momoa. Mimosas are tasty though.
Apparently Robertson Patterson likes that
Oh my
mimosa
God,
action.
it's a train wreck already.
All right.
If it wasn't Blood Axe, we'd have none of the names right.
Yeah.
Holy train wrecks, Batman.
Yeah. Why don't you just scoot in a chair there, Miss Blood Axe? Just scoot up right next to
Or just push Blood Axe off the
Yeah,
camera
just push
since
him
you've seen it.
off.
No.
Oh no, we've been sanding and staining the fence. We finally repaired the fence from the hurricane because it's been too damn cold.
Yeah.
You know, she has stain all over her fingers and face, so she's not presentable at the moment. She's still beautiful,
okay.
but she's not camera ready. So
Man,
to
we're
speak.
real men.
Sorry,
man. Ain't
I just
nothing like
I just read the screen and thought of something that says the Batman raps, and I was like, apparently he doesn't.
Apparently
All right. So yeah, that's enough Batman talk. Let's talk about.
Wow, that was over quick. It's just like that's
I mean,
enough.
do you? Oops, I closed the tab on accident, so it's done. It's done.
All we know, well, at least we know that
Thanks.
Mrs. Kravitz is apparently team Edward. Like she is definitely.
Is there anything else I got on Batman? I mean,
He's got
Moving
enough
on.
on him.
he's got enough. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a form of working out. You burn more calories when you're having sex than any other workout.
It's true.
So maybe he was trying to get those abs right,
Yeah.
He was doing crunches.
Oh.
Hey, it's my favorite exercise.
So, moving away from DC, let's go over to Marvel, and we have coming out this week, March 19th. We will have the Winter Soldier, or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Marvel's actually put up a primer on their website to sort of remind you of where so I guess spoiler also, as Zemo is apparently the villain of this series. And so they wanted to get
He's been in the trailer, so.
Yeah, they wanted to get you up to par on where he's at, or where he was at last time we saw him.
Playing Tony Stark like a flute before he got arrested. That's what it was. Made a fool out of that man.
Yeah, but yeah, so the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know what to think about this one. I mean, obviously we're gonna give it a try. We gave WandaVision a try.
They're both weird to me in the sense of I don't know how good of actors they are because they were so outshined by a lot of the big talent that was on the screen with them that it's going to be curious to see how they hold up on their own.
You know, that may have been the trick. Oh man, I got it. So I was just thinking, I was like, I'll watch the first couple episodes, but then I was like, but WandaVision was bad the first couple episodes and got better. And I was like, that's why they did it. They made those first couple horrible episodes so that you would continuously, from then on, any show on Disney Plus, you'd go, oh, well, WandaVision was bad at first. And then you watch more, regardless of whether or not it gets good.
Plus, it was bad enough that you didn't really notice that the acting was a little rough on WandaVision because those first episodes, you're just glad they stopped telling really bad jokes.
Oh.
So, but I'm concerned. I am concerned only about that. Other than that, it looks good. It's just the fact that they're untested. Because when I think about their scenes, they were such a blow by that I almost had to stop and go, what were some of Falcon's lines from the movie? And the only thing I can remember is him telling Ant-Man, I'm not going to tell anyone about this. That's like the only Falcon line I remember from any of the movies. Oh, wait, and it looks like it's somebody else's with the refers to S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's bad considering that he was in multiple movies and I remember 2 lines. And I don't remember anything from Bucky, at all that he said. So it's like, that makes me go but it looks like it's going to be a buddy cop style. It's really interesting how they're doing these things. It looks like it has that buddy cop style humor. Oh, they don't like each other at first. I don't need a new partner. I work alone. That's clearly that vibe.
I mean, the Falcon's best moments were his tie-in with Ant-Man, I think.
As I was saying, I'm not going to tell you about this is when he got beat up by Ant-Man. He was just I'm not telling anyone about this.
That was funny, but I wanted to see more Falcon because the things we've seen with him was actually pretty cool. The one thing that I still kind of can't wrap my head around is when he first met Captain America. He was supposed to be some kind of disabled veteran or a veteran that was kind of injury, and now he's an Avenger. So how did he get from that point to where he is now? I still haven't quite figured that one out yet. But I am curious to see where they go with it because I do like the character of Winter Soldier. Mrs. Bloodaxe loves Sebastian Stan, so we are going to watch this next Friday. I am curious about it, but I did like the Zemo villain. He did a really good job of playing a smart villain in Civil War, and I am kind of curious to see, what the story is as far as him escaping and becoming the villain in the series. So he did a good job. But I'm kind of curious, are they doing this to tie in with Black Widow as a possibility? Because they are doing some of the Russian projects. So I could see that as a way to tie it into the MCU, potentially, other than the fact that they're already part of the MCU. So that would be one of the things I'm looking for is see if they tie it into the Black Widow movie coming out here pretty soon.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
Pull it off, man. It'll be interesting.
We'll see how many cameos and tie-ins and spin-offs to make of this one. So.
I mean, we'll definitely give it a shot. And like you said, they've managed to set you. They've conditioned you to be like, you got to give it 3.
You got to get. Yeah. Well, apparently you got to go all the way to 4.
3 got a little better, but 4.
And Loki's coming in June or July, so we're getting back-to-back series rapid fire now.
No, it's smart. They're gonna keep something on because they've seen what happened when Mandalorian season 1 ended. That they're like, if we don't have something else, people will cancel immediately.
Yeah,
because the people are actually tuning in for particular shows. Because let's be honest, of the things I'd want to watch on Disney, there is usually only Marvel. I'll go to Disney for Marvel. Raya and the Last Dragon was $30 again, that crap. So, no interest in their movies with the crazy, get our membership, then pay us another $30. And being that I tend to go to movies solo, except for very specific movies my kids want to see, that's just a ridiculously higher price tag than going to a movie theater. I can go to a movie theater, get popcorn and a soda, and still come in under $30 and get to see it on the big screen. And let's be honest, neither Mulan nor Raya are movies that you'd want to multi-watch, over the period you have it. You're going to watch them once and be done. I'm not saying the movie's bad, but I'm saying it's not something that's like a Marvel. Whereas, honestly, if it wasn't for the first 3 episodes, I'd watch WandaVision from 4 to 9 again just to see how much I missed, except I already know. Because I've been, keeping up with it and kind of watching theories. But it's not stuff that's rewatchable for the high price tag. So people are coming for Star Wars, they're coming for Marvel, and they cancel their subscription as soon as it ends. So it's really
Well,
smart that they immediately went to the next show to keep you from canceling.
Well, they need to have these series rapid fire because of the whole thing with Gina Carano. People are canceling anyway, so that having some kind of way to be able to create and keep interest is key, because you're losing some of your audience because of the way you're managing things. But it was kind of fortuitous that you have 3 series coming out rapid fire for the spring and summer. May have people coming back, but you also may keep more people that way as well.
Well, the reason that they're able to pull that off successfully, too, is they don't have a Kathleen Kennedy in the Marvel Studios effing everything up. I am just, yeah.
Not yet.
What's our segue, Blood? What's our segue, Zito? Because, like, I get depressed every time I think about Star Wars and what's happening to it.
Oh, well, I mean, while we're still talking about superhero movies and all that stuff, we do also have the Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is apparently stealing clip art from Halo.
Bum, bum, bum.
This was actually pointed out by PC Gamers and then the Christopher Barrett, who works for Bungie, actually showed the clip art he had made like 20 years ago for Halo. And it is almost identical. Now this is supposed to be a reference to Ra's al Ghul.
His order.
Yeah. The League of Assassins. So I don't know what the League of the Assassins
Symbol looks like.
symbol actually looks like. Let me Google that real quick. Yeah, so it doesn't look like any of these that popped up in Google.
That is true. Well, I mean, originality is dead.
So yeah, apparently it's just clip art from Halo.
Dun, dun, dun.
But
I mean,
yeah.
if you're gonna steal from, I mean, Halo, Halo.
I mean, that is identical almost. I mean,
What do you mean almost? That is 100% identical. that is that clip art exactly.
If you type in Ra's al Ghul symbol and look at images, I found it. It's not hard to find.
Okay, well, let's see. Because you are terrible at searching.
I looked up. Let's see, Ra's al Ghul symbol. So yeah, it's. I guess this is the symbol they were using.
When's that one from? There, like.
I'll paste it in the chat. There you go.
Well, I mean, I've got it up here. You have a link. Let's see what's your link. Okay, that's what I was showing. Yeah. Yeah. No, that is definitely that. So, I guess it comes down to dating.
Yeah, it'll come down to, like, is that the current symbol or old symbol? How far back to go? Because I'm also seeing other stuff pop up. Could be interesting. I mean, there's definitely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be. I mean, there's going to sometimes be overlap on symbols, man. I've seen a bunch of stuff that looks like Star Wars symbols and other stuff, but it's slightly different. It comes from the fact that so much material's out there that you're going to start to circle back around eventually.
And it looks like whoever wrote this article, they didn't have a time period on that either. So
They claimed 20 years ago.
well, that's just on the Halo one. It's 20 years ago. The Ra's al Ghul one, they didn't have a.
Yeah, to tell you when he did it. So but I mean, to me, that's a minor gripe. Like, there's people that are going to decide to go after Zack Snyder's cut just
I
because
find
it's
it
Zack
funny
Snyder.
more than anything.
Well, you had that cool T-shirt. You find it offensive, I find it funny.
Yeah. All right, let's get a random encounter in. We're starting off slow here. Let's get something
You start us
going.
then. Go. I want to see you roll up
You want-
that 18.
You want me to roll?
Yeah,
No, we need the 1 and the 18.
1 and an 18. Come on, you can do it. We believe in you.
How about a 15?
Loser. We need to know. We need to
right.
know about your furry fetish.
None. 15. Game on. What's the newest game you're playing, and what do you think of it?
I think me and Q probably have the same answer on this one.
Oh, newest game that I've been playing. Whew. I did haven't really played anything just super new lately. Probably would be the Switch games because I've been playing I guess Smash is probably the newest. Smash Brothers is like the newest game I've played, which was fun. I never got into Smash before. Like Q and a bunch of the other guys that we hang out with. I've talked about it for a long time, and they've even played it, and I've just been like pushed the controller away because I didn't really get the concept of that fighting game. But lately, I went through and I played the single player, which allowed me to get sort of the idea of the game. Mm-hmm. And then I've been playing multiplayer with not just them, but I mean, we even have now a bi-weekly Smash Friday at work.
He's making his butt head.
Like Smash at work.
Yes, we do a Smash lunch where we order. There's a few gamers there, so we all order food for Friday, and just sit in the conference room on the big 60-inch and play Smash.
I hate that I don't get to be a part of that because I hear there's some talent up there.
Yeah,
I hear about talent. I want to challenge.
We had one guy who was very talented. Last session, we actually had another guy that came in that was talented. So we ended up with two now that are just brutal. Like I
have to come hang out with you at lunch, man. Be like, hey, bring in a ringer. I'll be like, come on.
Now, I will say I do much. I keep my own when we do the kill counts. When it comes to survivability, like the survival time ones.
Oh yeah, stock. You probably talking about.
Yeah, stock. I end up being out relatively early.
He can get KOs, but he can't prevent himself from being KO'd. So he needs the score.
Like I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive player, so I want to just I jump in the middle. Like I see like 5 people fighting, I just like rah! And then I'll get flung out of the.
like Blood Axel said, I think me and him are both the very newest game we played is one that's not even out yet, and the current answer is probably Outriders, and the previous answer was like Grounded. As far as like stuff that was fairly new, because like the other stuff we're playing are older. Like we did State of Decay 2, but that's an older game, and he's having a little more fun than me. But that's just because I'm playing it mainly multiplayer, and that is like I'm actually hoping Vault 76 will allow for a smoother multiplayer experience than that. So that's one of the reasons that we're getting ready to try that. But Outriders is brand new. I still prefer Borderlands, but I'm enjoying Outriders because it's the new game with newer experience.
Yeah.
Now if they, our next topic, if you want to roll to it, is, one of the reasons that Outriders is probably going to end up being the next big game I buy is because of the delay of the director's cut for Borderlands. Unfortunately, Borderlands' office and developers are in Texas.
So, our next topic here, we'll pull it out, is the Borderlands 3 Director's Cut content. Delayed to early April. I mean, that's not much of a delay. Now, it was a bit of a shocker because they decided to announce the delay
on the 11th. And the release date was the 18th. So,
a week before.
Like, I literally was sitting up there Thursday going, like, one more week.
Yeah.
And then a day or two later, I finally got the news and went, or not.
Yeah, I actually been thinking about buying Borderlands 3, and you had told me about the director's cut, so I was like, oh, well, I'll just wait till the director's cut goes on sale on Steam or something and just get it all together. But, it seems to be delayed again. Of course, April release, I'm figuring the summer sale, we'll probably have it on there,
That is true. Yeah, it'll probably hit the sale. But this was a big one that I was waiting on. Like I was literally planning my gaming. Like the reason I hadn't started Vault 76 is because it was so I said, well, the director's cut contest will be out in a week. Let me get some of that in because I won't even pick it up. But now I'm like, guess me and Blood Axe will be playing some Vault 76.
Well, I'll be honest.
Time.
One of the other reasons why I've been thinking so much about picking this up is, I mean, we've recently done interviews with, I think, a voice actor from
Talked
it, talked
the
to
voice
her
actress
for a
of
while.
Moe's, yes.
Yeah, and that was sort of fun, and I was like, oh man,
Marissa.
you know, that sort of gets me into Borderlands feel, but I'm also a cheapskate, and I'm not a big enough of a fan to dish out that $60 still, you know.
Well, if you can get it all for the 60 though, you
Yeah,
know, if
yeah.
you get it all. Like you want to do like we did and get we got the crazy 50% off for the whole package, and then the only thing we paid full price for so far is we did buy the next season pass. But that's because I've been getting more mileage out of Borderlands than most of the games I played. Like I played more Borderlands than anything else I played, except maybe a bit of Gears. Go ahead, Blood.
According to Game Informer, they with the Series X, Series S, it's supposed to be cross-platform with PC, so we should be able to run together. We can give it a shot.
No,
We haven't tried it yet.
We had looked up that was the other reason why I was thinking about getting it too, is we had actually talked about that. I think another is that it's supposed to be cross-platform.
Yeah, we can get you all kinds of gear. I mean, our vaults are full.
Unlike Fallout 76, which would make sense to be cross-platform.
Because I was really hoping we'd all be able to finally
at least with the
get
Xbox. Like Xbox has been pretty good with things that are on Game Pass. Most of their Game Pass games have been cross-platform with the Xbox.
Absolutely. Like if you have the Game Pass Ultimate, you pretty much can play on both. And in one trippy scenario, like I remember like with Gears, I think like my character stuff even transferred, because I think I was playing with PC and then I switched to Xbox and got to keep a bunch of stuff, and I was just like, okay, that's awesome.
Yes. And speaking of Game Pass, the EU has approved the sale, the Microsoft acquisition of Bethesda, ZeniMax Studios, all that. And since they acquired that this week, they also ended up releasing, wrong tab. They also ended up releasing a bunch of games to the Xbox. Let's see. There we go. The most of the Bethesda games are now on Pass, or pretty much all the Bethesda games are now on Game Pass, which is what they were talking about Fallout 76. If you missed any or like me, you know, you bought them like twice already, and you know, back when they were on DVDs or CDs, and you don't have them digitally, and you have no clue where those the discs are anymore, and you want to go back and play. This is a good opportunity to try out Morrowind or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do a mod so I can maybe see if they got an updated graphics mod. But but the fact that it's on PC and Xbox means I will finally get to try out Morrowind, which Zeno swears by.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem I have with Game Pass is the whole issue with modding. Like, modding is sometimes iffy with Game Pass installations. I think they said Skyrim is there are some mods that won't work on the Game Pass version of Skyrim. So if you're big in the modding, the Game Pass still screws you a little bit on that. Now, they've mentioned several times they're trying to accommodate for moddable games, but I don't know in what avenue they're going to take for that.
Well, it also allows this option. I could try Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and if I like it, I might go buy it. I don't mind supporting the company.
Yeah, I mean, it's like $7 probably on Steam.
So it's like I could try it and be like, yo, I want to play more of this, and then just go snag it.
Yeah, or you can get the GOG version, which is completely DRM free, you know. So
yeah, I do have GOG because of Cyberpunk. We're not going to talk about. I'm still waiting on that. I have not. I'm not swung back around to Cyberpunk yet. For those who are on the queue watch for Cyberpunk, I'm like, let a big update come out. I want them to add some content, some more guns and cars and stuff, and then I'm gonna jump in. So that I'll be playing at the same time as everybody else. When they swing back around for the new content, I'll be jumping in there with them, which would be pretty cool. Like, we'll all probably be playing at the same time when the next big Cyberpunk update comes out, assuming it happens. I'm still worried they're going to Anthem it. You know, it's going to end up like Anthem, where they're just going to be like, man, this is a sinking ship. Because, I mean, everybody thought they weren't going to do that to Anthem, and you remember we reported on that. They finally said, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other
Sweet.
interesting tidbit that came out of the acquisition was we had a conversation between Todd Howard and
The world.
No, it was a conversation. It was Todd Howard and the person with Xbox and Bethesda executives, and they actually talked about Fallout 76 release, which has been iffy on them admitting to the fact that they screwed up in the past. Like, they're like, yeah, we could have done some stuff better a few times, but they never really went straight out. Apparently, now that they have Microsoft backing them, they were just like, oh, yeah, we fucked that all up.
Yeah, they said there's almost nothing we didn't screw up. Was the fun part. He basically was like, what about Vault 76? We screwed up everything screw-upable.
Yeah, Todd Howard said, quote, when the game launched, the litany of issues we had, and we let a lot of people down. And, well, there was very little we didn't screw up, honestly.
So I was amused that he came back and said, like, oh, yeah, we bunked that all up. But, you know me and my theories, but I got to roll it on random encounters. Like, I have my theories of what was going on there. Like, poor Zeno had to, like, already hear me go on my, like, tinfoil Vault 76 theory. So we'll see if it comes up as a random roll where I get to go like, this is what was happening to everybody.
Well, they also mentioned not having a free beta for Fallout 76 was a massive mistake, which, you know, who doesn't have a beta?
Their mistake is they put the word free in front of it. You know my theory. Like, free? They can pay to play the beta.
Well, no, I think you only got to do the beta if you
You can pay to play the beta.
Yeah. So, they also mentioned, if we had something like Game Pass back then, probably would have helped the launch a lot, because then people would have not have dropped all that money to play a broken game, because you do get a different response when you're dropping a game on a service like that, because people are like, you got some issues, I'll come back later. Not, I dropped $80 on that, or $60
A perfect example is Grounded. Like, I've bounced back to Grounded several times, even though I've had a miserable experience on multiplayer for that. Like, Blood Axe knows I can barely stand to be on it more than a few minutes because it gets so crazy when we do multiplayer. But yet I keep coming back because it's not like I lost money. So every time they do a patch, Blood Axe will be like, let's try the multiplayer now. And I'm like, okay. But had I paid, I'd have been furious and wanted a refund.
Oh yeah, and then I'll play it every couple of weeks or so just to see what's new. But even when my kids join in on my network here at home, it's the same issues. They're either it's lag, or I'm not even moving, even though I am moving, or they can't see things, or the rendering of the buildings takes forever to load. And I thought the Series X and the Series S combo would resolve some of that, but it seems to be the same problems. The very first version of Grounded, we had no problems.
That's the weirdest part. In the beginning, it played so smooth, and then it just
but its features were also limited. So.
True. Because I don't think it's console based. I think it's that it's having trouble communicating it through the network. That's why we keep having it, no matter even though we've upgraded our systems.
Yeah. Another thing that Howard said in this, which was interesting,
but
was
it is cross-platform.
They did talk about how their relationship with Xbox prior to this, where with their issues with 76, they actually contacted Xbox, and Xbox actually helped them go, look, these are things you gotta fix. So they actually were like, look, here's some other games that are similar, and have launches. These are things that are big no-nos. These are, So that was sort of cool. They actually did have that relationship with Xbox beforehand, which may have led to this.
We all know the first email back just had NPCs in capital letters. NPCs.
Either
Nobody wants to walk around in empty
WTF. Like, what the fuck is this?
Nobody wants to play a Fallout game that has NPCs in it. It's like, without the NPCs, I've played, but they have mods for Fallout 4 to take out the NPCs. those suck, and I haven't played them. Like, I'm
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
oh, like, I don't want to just be alone in the world. That's just not nobody. I'm not that big a loner. And it's just like,
Yeah, we
just
have
sitting
enough
here.
of that with COVID. I mean,
I just want to sit in a wasteland where I'm the only person that survived except for the mutants.
oh, all right. And so that was the last of our main topics we had, and we have some Star Wars topics that we can call on Blood Axe. But yeah, let's get a random encounter in. Oh, wrong tab. There we go. Let's see what 15. That die is broken.
Let's see what the new 15 is. For those of you that weren't paying attention, we have already rolled 15.
7.
Lucky 7. What we got?
All right, let's see here. 7. Food time. What is your dipping sauce of choice for chicken tenders?
I usually eat
'Cause-
chicken tenders straight up,
Everybody eats chicken.
but when I'm not going to Chick-fil-A, because when I go to Chick-fil-A, it's Chick-fil-A sauce. I usually like anything like I like jerk. I like Caribbean jerk. I like island style sauces, something with a lot of bite to it. So Caribbean jerk and other sauces along that line, are usually what you're going to see me going for. I want it spicy with a bit of sweet, but I don't like. I know this is going to get me in trouble with all the no Szechuan, no Szechuan out of that. Sorry guys, it's like no, give me like some, like I said, South American or some, Caribbean style seasonings are what I usually go for.
Yeah. Now for chicken tenders, for me, like if they're breaded really well, a good seasoned chicken tender does not need anything else.
Usually you're just like
A horrible chicken tender, you got to put ketchup on it to try to get it down.
man, that's really bad when it requires ketchup.
yeah.
Like ooh, you got to go to ketchup.
Now,
that's a terrible chicken tender.
your decent chicken tender you get from like any old place. My usual choice of dipping sauce is honey mustard. I like honey mustard. But I'm also very particular on my honey mustard sauce, so there's only a couple of places that I'm like, all right. Now Chick-fil-A, you
I've
get
had
Chick-fil-A
some
sauce.
nasty
I'm
honey
just gonna
mustard.
say, Chick-fil-A's Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
sauce.
I've had some bad honey mustard, man. I don't know why did you even bring that up now? Because you
Yeah.
said like when it's bad, I'm like, oh, it's bad.
Oh,
It's nasty.
Yeah, this is the amusement of Dicejunkies. Anybody who is tuning in, we only have one food topic on our list of 20 topics that we roll on, but somehow I think almost every episode
I don't know if it's
we
every
roll one
episode.
of them. Like we talk about food more, but that's why it's random.
Food, baby. Yeah, now you know the legitimacy of the random encounter.
Yeah. Blood Axe, you have a dipping choice of sauce, man?
Well, my favorite used to be the sweet chili sauce at McDonald's. That was back during, it was an Olympic special sauce they had several years ago, like 8 years ago, something like that. But the one that I miss that we don't have down here is the Abner sauce.
Abner's, Abner's sauce.
The cane sauce is kind of similar to it, but the Abner sauce was way, way better.
See, and Abner's sauce was very similar to a good honey mustard, in my opinion. Like it's
pepper. It had that pepper bite
Yeah.
to it as well.
Kitsune swears by Raising Cane's. Like he swears by Raising
similar.
Cane's.
Cane's
It's
is
similar, but the Abner sauce has more spice to it. Has more of a peppery kick than the cane sauce.
Yeah.
But they're very close.
Well-
But my preference is Abner's over the cane sauce for sure.
But yeah, Abner's. We lost our Abner's here. We had I think 2, and I think both of them shut down. So
I need to try that if I ever get a chance to, because that's why I like the like I said, South American or Caribbean style sauces. I like a pepper sauce and something with a bit of kick to it.
we had some good wings last night.
They were pretty good.
I thought they were pretty. I mean, the best wings I've had in Jackson.
Yeah, that's true. Best wings I've had in Jack. Well, have you tried the wings from the Fish Hut, Harvey's Fish Hut?
I have not tried the ones from Harvey's Fish
I'm gonna have to
Hut.
get those for you.
Okay.
Man. I got the somebody grab some.
What
I'll
is
get
it
some
with
extra.
fish places having good wings?
They know how to fry. They believe in flavoring the seasoning and not just giving you bland wings.
All right, so let's talk about, I guess, Star Wars. You know, the Gina Carano saga has been going on for a while.
They keep doing it to themselves. They keep, as much as they know it pisses people off, they keep going further. Like, they're past triple down. We're into, like, the quadruple to quintuple down
But now,
at this point.
Yeah, now they have canceled her Funko Pop, which has pissed a lot of people off.
I mean, geez, you want to get her, you want to fire her, that's fine, but damn.
You got to erase her.
Yeah. And I'm going like, whose kid did she murder? Because, like, what is she doing? Even if you subscribed to her if you look at that tweet and said, this is really inappropriate, this is an overreaction still. Like, even if you were a person who goes like, I feel very offended by this tweet, she didn't actually murder. Okay, I'm about to say something really insensitive. She didn't actually perform genocide. Like, they're acting like they didn't. You could probably buy a Hitler Funko Pop, but you can't buy a Gina Carano Funko Pop. This is my point of that's how ridiculous this is getting.
Yeah.
This is reaching the realm of, really?
Yeah, she made a poor choice of reference.
And I'm like, dang, no matter how you feel about it, I believe the fact that they are going so far overboard.
And if you want to go with the 3 strikes thing, okay, she didn't want to use pronouns on herself.
It's her own damn business.
On herself.
They're her pronouns. The actual concept is, what are your pronouns?
Oh, what was the other one?
And she said beep, bop, boop, and that's her choice, and I respect her choice.
And I think the other one was she mentioned that she thought there may be voter fraud, which, you know, that was like 40 or 30% of the U.S. population. So
I'm still a little antsy on that subject. I'm
whole
like,
vaccine thing. That was the whole vaccine thing and the voter fraud stuff.
Like, I don't agree with her political
I have all
views.
3 of her existing Funko Pops, and they have almost tripled in price, which is interesting enough.
Yeah, I mean, they're collectors now.
Well, it's like I said, I don't agree with her. I'm almost done, man. I'd say I don't agree with her political views, all of them, but that doesn't mean that I think she's a terrible person and that you got to act like she's the villain of the century, man. Because I can think of people whose Funko Pop I'd like to see canceled, but that's a very
I mean,
subject.
that's
I
just
can think of some people I'd put on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difference of opinion on not what she believes or what she said, but on our feel on censorship and cancellation.
Oh no, we're all on the same page there.
That's where the topic really is hitting us. It's not has nothing to do with the political or the
silencing people's voices for their opinions when it is, especially not something that's just a hate-filled venom, is terrible. It is a terrible practice, even if what somebody's saying is stupid. Because, you know, like for example, the young lady that's supposed to was going to play, I keep forgetting her name, the sister of the Black Panther, who's going to play the next Black Panther. Me and her do not agree on some stuff, man. But I think she's a fine actress, and I was looking forward to her being in the movie.
I mean, this all boils down to, I mean, and most people have heard this, especially people that have gone to cons and stuff, is you never want to meet your heroes. You never, you know,
don't have
they say
heroes.
don't meet your heroes. Don't meet, you know, who you're a fan of, because the person is not the character, you know.
No.
And
her name was Latita Wright. To answer Q's question.
See, I told you he'd know.
Yeah. But yeah, the character is not the actor. The actor is not the character. And people with social media and so much access to all sides of these people, we've met the hero. We've met the.
Now I will agree with that. While I don't support censorship, I do support the idea of them just shutting up.
Yeah,
that would be great. Like,
I would love that.
But there's an old saying, I'm going to misquote it, but there's an old saying that used to be a perfect concept of how an American should feel, which is, while I disagree with your opinion, sir, I will fight to the death for your right to have it.
Yeah.
That is my sentiment. You have a right to your opinion. As long as it isn't literally just like something that's just like, okay, you crossed a lot of moral lines, which none of these opinions do. Some of them are dumb as hell, but they're just opinions. You know, these people aren't even politicians, so their opinions don't even matter.
I guess that's also the other weird thing is that some people are it's okay to have dumb as hell, and some people it's not okay to have dumb as hell. It's also been picking.
There's a bias.
Yeah.
There's a strong bias. And me,
So-
I hate dumb crap no matter what it is. Like, you say something that's just like a dumb idea.
On top of the
like,
whole,
like a little drop spoiler, he didn't want to talk about like a 6 p.m. curfew for men.
oh,
Go look that up.
so on top of the whole Gina thing, there's also now,
They're shaking their finger.
Rosario Dawson is also in the hot seat, as rumors say. So I mean, it is rumored by some insider that she's
Lucasfilm
been
is already
told.
warning her.
Yeah, she's been told to watch her P's and Q's, and
'Cause
she doesn't
respect
want to be
women.
the next Gina.
No, because respect women. You better watch what you say, woman.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
watch what come out your mouth. No,
Oh.
we support strong. Look. What we say? Fade in. Fade in. Watch what you say, woman. I mean, I support women in the industry.
Oh,
I have you out on the street.
yeah.
I fade out.
Oh. All righty. Do you have anything on this plot axe? Are you
Well, yeah, the you know me, I've been following Star Wars and all the rumors, things that are floating around there, and I've heard from multiple sources that Rosario Dawson's on Kathleen Kennedy's hit list, having her little flunkies pretty much watch everything she says and does. It wouldn't surprise me at all that if she does anything that can be remotely viewed as controversial, that she may get the axe next. It's unfortunate because I think that there's a lot of sabotage and civil war going on within Lucasfilm between the Favreau group and the Kennedy side. We know who's winning from the fan side, which is obvious, which is why it's making things so much vitriol. And even Q brought it up before the show that Kathleen Kennedy had said publicly a while back that if she can't have it her way, she'll burn Star Wars to the ground.
Well, it's been confirmed by several resources that she said it.
Right. So, and anyone that has that kind of mentality really shouldn't be in the position that she's in. I said in the past, I don't really want to lose their job, but I would love to see them remove her from Star Wars entirely and put her on some other projects. Even under Lucasfilm, the umbrella is fine, like the whole Children of Blood and Bone movie she's working on. Put her working on some of those projects that she wants to work on. Woke culture, SJW stuff, fine, go nuts. Go have fun with those, and we'll see how many people watch it, but leave my Star Wars alone. But if Dawson does get the axe, my fingers are crossed that Dave Filoni will reach out to Ashley Eckstein to reprise the role of Ahsoka Tano, who did the voice in the Clone Wars series. So that's my backup plan if push comes to shove. But I'm pretty sure that Dawson will probably keep her site a little bit more clean than Carano did.
Well, and in order to take a more neutral stance too, like, I don't care if her stuff is SJW. I just want it to be good. What's the point of even having a message if you wrap it with crap and nobody hears it? And my biggest issue with Kathleen Kennedy, with her saying, if I can't have it way, I'll burn this to the ground, is the poor performance that follows that. It's like, well, then your stuff needs to be good. Like, make your stuff good so that it isn't a death knell. That's what she really needs to change.
I mean, I watch a lot of things that are pushing some sort of message that I enjoy,
Yeah.
whether or not I agree with the message, because it's just a good show, I mean,
what was pointed out to me by Cloudfish TV, Geeky Sparkle said it well. She said, most of us didn't even notice that the final episode of The Mandalorian 2 was 90% women fighting. And
Yeah.
you didn't even notice it because you were having so much fun. You were just sitting there going like, this is awesome. And you didn't even realize that Boba Fett was gone and they got rid of the male Mandalorian that they had on their team. And it was just a pure, like, girl power hour. But you want to know what? It was great. One of my favorite cartoons as a kid is I love the Powerpuff Girls, man. Like, I love that cartoon when I was younger. I mean, girl power is awesome when it's done well. I don't have an issue with it. But the problem is Kathleen Kennedy can't do it well, and she won't get with Favreau to do it, because Favreau could do it. If they would work together, she could achieve her goal.
yeah.
But she doesn't want to share any glory or control or anything else with anyone else. And that's just a disappointment, because I just want Star Wars to be good. That's really all I care about. And if you could inspire young girls to enjoy Star Wars, that's better. That's great, because the more people, the better.
Yeah.
We don't want an exclusive fandom. We want more people in the fandom because that's more money, more quality, more products, bigger franchise.
Yeah.
That's the real truth of it.
All right. Well, speaking of powerful women or people who have played a powerful woman, we did a interview with Sarah. I'm gonna screw that name up. Blood Axe.
You do it.
Huh?
El Mala. El Male.
Sarah El Malay.
El Malay. There we go.
Sarah El Malay.
You got it right in the interview. She like applauded you for it and everything. But Sarah El Malay, she was the voice of on Gears 5. Yeah, Gears 5.
Come on.
Lizzie Carmine.
And
Yeah, she was Lizzie Carmine. She was the freelancer in Anthem, and I may be getting that wrong. But she's also done some indie games. But she also did, I didn't realize this until a couple of days ago, she was the female TIE fighter pilot in Squadrons,
Yes.
which should be coming out, I think, next week on Game Pass. So that's another game we'll be playing here pretty soon, is probably Squadrons, and see how well we can do that. But she was a lot of fun to talk to. I can't wait for the interview to come out so I can watch it again.
Yeah.
But I still want to get a copy of that last so I can put it at the end of my gaming videos.
But
That
yeah,
was
so
hilarious.
that interview, we should be releasing that this evening after the show. So be sure to keep an eye out for that if you're interested in watching that.
You're going to see me fanboy out because I loved her character.
Yeah.
And she gives me hope for, like, the industry because she is fun. And we've talked to had a lot of great interviews. And I'm just like, we need to see more of these wonderfully talented women in the industry because they're fun. I love what they do. They all play strong and excellent characters. And I'm just like, it just really makes me feel good to go, they are out there. Talented people who play great roles that you remember and are stand out are out there. I wish that they would get picked up by these big studios. Like, you know what? I will forgive Kathy if she went and picked up some of these folks for some of her projects. I'd be like, come on, these guys are good. Like, go pick up some of them for some of this stuff, and you might get what you want.
But yeah, be sure to check that out. If you're watching this on YouTube, it should already be up. And be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can go to dicejunkies.com where you can find links to everywhere you can find us online: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Be sure to check that out. Like, subscribe, follow on those places. Let us know what you think. If you have any comments, any suggestions, you can either send those to us through our contacts on the website, or you can drop us a message on Twitter or our Facebook or one of those. So we're looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching. As always,
We hope you enjoy.